Right now to Washington, where the House is gearing up for a crucial procedural vote on this year's budget, and the outcome could tell us if it will pass tomorrow. Carl Cameron live on Capitol Hill. Now, this is the first set of votes in a very crucial week, right, Carl?
Well, you got the House voting today on the rules for tomorrow's big to pass the budget for this year. That's the $1 trillion spending plan for the last 5.5 months of the fiscal year ending in September that would cut about $38.5 billion. And it will require Democratic votes. The Republican leadership has made it pretty clear that they expect to lose a couple dozen, perhaps as many as 50 Republicans who argue that this is not conservative enough, that it needs to have deeper spending cuts. And frankly, there are those who wanted to have more definitive votes on defunding things like health care and Planned Parenthood. So there are some Republican votes that will break and not support the measure. That will make it necessary to go after some Democrats. And most prominent among them are the blue dog Democrats, the so-called fiscally moderate ones, and they're led by Mike Ross, who seems to like the proposal tomorrow and like a lot of what Republicans are talking about in terms of spending cuts and deficit reduction into the future. Listen to this.
First step, but as co-chair of the fiscally conservative Democratic Blue Dog Coalition, we've laid out our benchmarks, not for $30 billion in cuts, but we have proposed $4 trillion in cuts. In the next 10 years, most of them coming by 2014. We believe we need to go back to 2008 spending levels, for example.